What's up, guys? My name is JDCup5 and welcome to the Brentford versus Chelsea preview, where Chelsea take on Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium in today's 8 o'clock kickoff. Before we do get into this video, if you can please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Football returns after the international break as Chelsea, as I mentioned, take on Brentford. Tough game in my opinion, and it's a stadium that we've never really seemed to be able to kind of achieve a lot in. Plenty of draws, a few losses, and especially that only 2 wins, one coming in the league and one coming in the League Cup. Chelsea will go into this in confidence, obviously coming off the back of an unbeaten run going into the international break. I feel like we'll kind of reach a little bit more kind of morale in the team that we haven't had in previous times, and especially at this point of the season. As much as we've only had 3 games, it's very important to kind of mention that we haven't done this for a long time. So I think the confidence is high and definitely the morale is. In terms of Brentford, obviously it isn't the best of starts that they've had to Premier League life, obviously losing a lot in terms of their squad as well as their manager. Brentford lost Wissa at the deadline day, but they did add Reece Nelson on deadline day, so hopefully he can get up to full fitness on Brentford side of things. It's going to be an interesting one because Igor Thiago was obviously injured last season a lot for Brentford, but he seems to be back. And Vitaly Janlet missed Bosnia duty with a foot injury, but has returned to training. So it'll be interesting to see with Nunes and Konak as well. Cole Palmer has been in Chelsea training after missing the past 2 league games with Chelsea and the international window with England. So it'll be interesting to see if he does remain into the lineup. And the same can be said from Romeo Lavia and Benoit Badiashile, as Maresca did mention they are close to returning after the international break, and it have seen pictured in training. Liam Delap will be sidelined though after a hamstring injury against Fulham, and it looks to be he won't be returning till December. And Alejandro Garnacho, who has joined from Manchester United, seeming to be on the bench because he is not up to full fitness. It's one of these games where I feel like they're really hard to predict. I think we can go into it and smash it, or we can go into it and play really poorly. I've always found after international break that we've always struggled, but at the same time, we've got a point to prove, and if we're going to be champions this year or be in a good position, then we need to be able to win these games and definitely kind of excel past our expectations and kind of put the doubts kind of to a side and really push on in this particular campaign. As I mentioned, Chelsea came into the international break, or after the international break, unbeaten. 3 games played, 7 points. Played 3, 1-2, drawn 1. Same can't be said for Brentford, though, unfortunately, only picking up 3 points from their last 3. Not exactly ideal for them whatsoever, that's for sure. Sitting 15th, but it's obviously a very long season. But I'd like us to stay in this top 4 for a long time. I don't want to be dropping out of it. I don't want to be having last season where we don't even know if we're going to get top 4 or not. I want it to be a bit more comfortable compared to last season, to be able to establish ourselves in a Champions League spot for many seasons. As I mentioned, our form against Brentford isn't exactly the best, and our last 5 we've only won 1, drawn 2 and lost 2, and that's to be said for our home form as well as the away form. It seems to be they're just a little bit of a bogey team over coming up from the Premier League. We've really seemed to struggle against them, in fairness. As much as we never really expected to someone like come across like Brentford and kind of struggle, we really have. So it's going to be an interesting one. I think that they're going to be up for it. It's the game under the lights, late kick-off on a Saturday. Fans are going to be up for it. It's a London derby, bearing in mind, so all to play for, that's for sure. But yeah, in terms of form-wise, doesn't exactly look so good. Now, in terms of the lineup, it's looking a little bit different to the team that faced Fulham. Obviously, this isn't the confirmed lineup. This is what I'm predicting. No Cole Palmer, I'm saying. I feel like he'll be on the bench. I'm not too sure if they're going to risk him. As well as, obviously, Levi Colwill being the obvious absentee for the season. In goal, Robert Sanchez seemed to have a good start to the season. Hopefully that continues. Distribution seems to be on point, and hopefully that continues and no mess-ups. Cucurella and James as the pairing as the wing-backs, and they've been the best options that we've had for a fair few seasons now, and definitely being the stronger 2 on the wing-back side. Tosin and Chalobah as the partnership. I feel like they've been really good in terms of the partnership they've kind of developed. Wesley Fofana isn't up to full fitness yet, in my opinion, and it would be silly to be able to throw him in a game like this. I've gone for Andre Santos and Caicedo in the middle because I wanted to push Enzo Fernandez forward with Esteval and Pedro Neto. My reasoning for this is we're not going to play Cole Palmer. I don't see the reason for playing Gittins. So Enzo's good in that attacking role, and Maresca has mentioned that he's got good attacking qualities at the same time. So I feel like it would work in some reason. So that would be my sort of attacking defensive sort of lineup with João Pedro as a 9. I know he says João Pedro isn't a 9, but he's scoring goals like a 9, and I feel like he could develop into that sort of position. He's not the most physical player, but he's still got a presence on the pitch, and he definitely knows where the goal is. So at the end of the day, I feel like if we were to kind of experiment in some ways and get Andre Santos some game time as well, because the only way he's going to be able to gain confidence and get better in this particular league and as a Chelsea player is playing games, and games like this I feel like he would really thrive in, especially in the role where he's best suited, partnering with Moises Caicedo. I know he mentioned that a lot of his South American players, he's very much of a doubt. We're obviously going to have to wait and see till 7 o'clock when the lineups do release, but this is what I'd be going with if everybody was fit in an ideal world, as well as obviously Palmer being on the bench and so on. But I feel like it would be a very strong lineup and you can definitely still get the job done. Last but not least, this is my score prediction. Go for Brentford 1, Chelsea 1. I'm sitting on the fence a little bit, to be honest, and I'm just playing it safe in fairness. We never really get a result in the GTEC Stadium, and it just worries me coming off the international break. I feel like if this was in a fluid run of fixtures, then potentially we would be able to kind of get a result. But at this moment in time, I can't say we will. But I hope we will, because I always want us to win. I don't want to see us draw, lose, or anything. So I feel like it would do us good going into the weeks. Obviously, we've got Champions League fixtures, Cup fixtures, and the fixtures are going to be coming thick and fast now. So this is the point of the season where we really want to kind of create a run and kick on. We don't want to be kind of dropping points here and there and playing catch up with the other teams, that's for sure, even though that is so little into the season so far. But that is my prediction. I'm hoping for a good result. My prediction will come out after, well, so it'll be kind of Sunday now, so I'll release it Sunday morning for my review, so bear with me on that one, but I will have a review up for that one, that is for sure. But until then, hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.